We got Sabina Mazo back here on the program, who's going to be making her UFC debut coming up here at UFC on ESPN2 on March 30th. Sabina, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you. Happy to be back here.
Yes, happy to talk to you again as well. I know you just got back from the beach. How has your Sunday gone so far? It's kind of like a relaxing day for you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I train morning, but then I have like a little bit more rest, compared to the other days. It's like my day off, but I'm feeling pretty good, happy that soon I'll be back in the cage, so I can't ask for more.
You signed with the UFC back in December, and I know we talked right when that took place, and now here we are talking about a fight in March. Was this the plan to take this much time off, or did you want to fight sooner?
No, I mean, I think it was the perfect time. I was just looking for fights, and it was the time that the fight happened. Like they offered me this fight, and I think it was good. Like I was training since my last fight. I try to always keep training. So if for any chance there's an opportunity for a fight, I would just take it. So I think it was the perfect time. It was the perfect time because it was when they offered me. So it was good.
And what does it mean to fight on an official ESPN card? This is just their second official one. That's kind of a big deal, making a little bit of history here.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I feel there's a lot of girls, and I really like that because I think there's three girl fights, if I'm not wrong, and I think that makes it more like history. We're making the sport a little bit more, not fair because it's always been fair, but I mean there's more girls into the sport and everything, and it's just part of the history. So it's really, really exciting for me to be part of it.
And you're making your debut here against Maryna Moroz. Were you a little bit surprised to get her as an opponent just because she's primarily fought at strawweight, so she'll be moving up a weight class?
Yeah, I know she used to fight strawweight, but no, I was not surprised. I think this division, it's in a kind of time that there's girls moving up and down. Like it's really new, so it's common to see like all these changes in the division and new girls or girls leaving. So I think it's great opportunity for me because, like I said, it's new, and then I can, it's established like my position in it. So, yeah.
Excellent. How do you feel like you match up against her? She's got a lot of experience in the UFC, but she's coming off a loss, so I think it's an interesting fight for your debut.
I think it's great. I'm happy that I can fight with her, that she has experience. She has a name in the UFC, and that's great for me. I like challenges. I don't want an easy fight, and it's high level. It's UFC, so I'm happy that I can show all my work and my experience into her.
Do you think that will be an advantage that you are a regular flyweight and she's someone who's moving up a weight class?
I mean, it really depends. I think that's really personal. Maybe she doesn't feel good in flyweight or in strawweight. I don't know if it's an advantage for me or a disadvantage for her. I just feel that's my division. I feel pretty solid in it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe for her, this is gonna be not her division. Maybe she can move back. So there's always chances. There's always opportunities that she can move up and down. No, for all the fighters. So.
Right. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. How's training camp going at Kings? One of your teammates, Calvin Gaslam's got a pretty big title fight coming up. I imagine the morale's pretty good right now at the gym.
Yeah, pretty good. Training is going great. All the guys. I had the opportunity to see Kelvin's like camp for the fight in Australia. He was looking amazing. He's looking amazing right now. He's sharp, and it's grateful for me to be around like all these guys. A lot of fighters. Benny just fought last weekend too, UFC. So it's been great. Like a really good energy. I see how I'm evolving like slowly. So yeah, more important than fights, I think like the journey, like training wise, I'm moving a lot.
Who are you working with specifically? I know it's a big gym, but is there anyone you're working with a little bit more for this camp?
Yeah, I work my wrestling with Benny. I work a lot with Gima and Arthur that are like my training partners. They're gonna be in my corner. We focus a lot in the part of with Muay Thai, like striking wise, talking about that. And also my jiu-jitsu a lot with Michael and with Ricardo, my jiu-jitsu professor.
Excellent. And how's the weight cut going?
Good, good. Almost there. Can't wait to make that way and finally enjoy the fight.
Yeah, I hear they got some good food in Philadelphia. They got the
Oh,
cheesesteaks or something. It's a lot of American stuff, but I don't know if you're familiar with the Philly cheesesteaks. That's like their thing over there. So
everyone, every time I tell people I'm gonna fight there, that's the second thing they say. Oh, really? Oh, you have to eat the Philly.
yeah, so you might have to
So
check that out after the fight, just to try it. See if you like it. You might not. So I don't know. I've never
I
had one.
love food, so I'll like it.
Yeah, yeah. How do you see this fight playing out on the 30th? I mean, we're used to seeing sort of the the highlight reel finishes, but on the flip side, we've seen you go all 3 rounds or go the distance just to show off your skill set. So what are you feeling in this UFC debut?
I think it's gonna be really aggressive. From both we're both aggressive fighters, so I want to finish the fight as soon as I can. Not in a rush, but more than just like controlling. Of course, I want to finish the fight. It could be jiu-jitsu too. I I have a really good jiu-jitsu. I trust in my jiu-jitsu game, and I haven't shown it yet. But if this is the case, like I told you last time, well, maybe it's time for it.
Okay, that sounds good. And is the plan after this fight, if you come out healthy, is to get a fight right away, or do you like sort of the pace of having a few months off in between fights?
I try to go as soon as possible to training again. Like maybe take a week off. Of course, if there's no injuries and everything. But yes, I mean I like to take the fights not right away. I'm not saying like, oh, next month let's fight. But if anything comes, I will take it. I like to keep the work. So it's not in my plan to just like take 6 months off and then fight again now.
No, keep active. That makes sense. Before I let you go, you talked about going to the beach today. What else are you doing? I know you like going for runs and things like that. What else does a typical Sunday look like for you in terms of relaxing and taking it easy?
Running, like you said, I love running. Usually mornings and everything. Hot yoga is great. Also, I mean, like sauna and those kind of things that you kind of sweat a little bit, but you're like kind of relaxing your muscles, preparing for the week for hard trainings. And yeah, connect with nature. I like the beach. I like to just go to the park and kind of enjoy with my friends or by myself. That's pretty relaxing to connect.
I can't wait for your debut. It's coming up here March 30th. It's going to be a great fight. Sabina, always appreciate you taking the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, thank you for the interview. It's always great to be here. Social media, it's Sabina Mazo on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And shout out to everyone. Please watch a fight. Don't miss it. It's going to be a great, great fight. I'm going to give it all there. So don't miss.